Art. We see and hear it everywhere we go, from the buildings surrounding us to the music we listen to. In the Bible, the first known art form began when God created the world, from the earth to the seas and all living creatures. Finally, God created humanity in His image. Throughout the Bible, there were two key art forms present amongst Christians. The first, performance art. It has long been a powerful medium for expression and connection. The second, music. Music inspires worship and emotional expression, bridging Christians' relationship with God. From ancient traditions to contemporary expressions, art has evolved. Today, Christian artists continue this legacy.
Hi, my name is David Liu and I'm a DOP and filmmaker.
I'm Samantha. I'm a comedy and lifestyle content creator with SGAG, and I'm also an early childhood practitioner and advocate.
So I've worked on feature movies like Argus Go Army, long time ago, Our Boys to Men 4, Liang Ximei movie and a few other featured movies. And also worked on TV commercials.
On the media front, I guess it's starring in Argus Go Army, and also on content creation, the development of Samgyeopsal. And on the early childhood front, I founded my own play space serving children under 7.
To me, art is a medium that we can use and we appreciate to really spread the message that we want to.
Art to me is a language, an expression of thought, imagination, the visions that you have in your mind creatively delivered in a way that's uniquely you, uniquely me.
So as a Christian creative, I'll be intentional to create my films or my videos with, of course, some Christian values and Christian morals that I believe in.
The core of Christianity is faith, which is a personal relationship with God. It is built on two foundational principles, love and redemption.
I think being a Christian filmmaker sometimes is not about standing up and being firm or like, oh, my faith says this means I must do this and everyone else is wrong and I'm right. Sometimes it's just really just being a good person. I mean, we all believe that in the faith that God is good and God is loving. How do we show, and be good and be loving on set? I remember once on the way to set, my equipment truck flipped on the road. What burdened me in my heart was how the driver felt. I remember I sat there beside him and I didn't know what to say. I was really praying for the right words to say, and then after a good 10 minutes of silence, I just went up to him and said to him, "Can I pray for you?" And I prayed for him. Yeah, so I just prayed goodness into him, like, hey, I just want to let you know that you may not know God, but God sees you and your future is secure. You have a bright future, and because that's what happened, right? Like just want to let you know that you're not alone,
Back in 2021, that was when I had it the hardest. I always thought to myself, maybe being kind and maybe following Christ's footsteps on how He behaves with other people is not enough. It seemed like I wasn't enough. It seemed like kindness didn't work, and at that point, I kind of was almost going to backslide because I couldn't understand why things were the way they were despite me being faithful. And so at that point, I decided that I'm going to pray one more time. And in that final prayer, in a sense, I was super angry. I told God, if this is what you actually want me to face, right, then show me why. And right after I received an invitation, I had a friend who asked if I wanted to be prayed for. But at that point, I really didn't want anybody to be talking to me because it's public news what I was facing. But she shared that she had people from her church in the States who didn't know who I was, who wasn't aware of the situation, but they would still like to pray for me. And I thought, okay, let's try that since I was already at rock bottom. And so Kate and Jessie from Bethel Church, they prayed for me. And it was a word that I needed to hear. It was essentially a prophetic prayer that it really encouraged me. And at that point, I developed new confidence in my faith journey. I also developed confidence that I wasn't alone.
I like to watch content, and then if the content moved me, I try to take a pause, understand why and try to break it down. And hopefully one day I can emulate it and it sparks me and motivates me to create something similar to that. I think what marks a good film to me or a good visual piece to me is when I watch it and it moves my heart.
In this journey in media, following how Christ is like or being Christ-like, it led me to think that I can't do this all alone, all by myself. I mean, I appreciate your question, like to share that, actually, because of my personal skills and all that I am able to deliver characters like Samgyeopsal or to comedy act or to do maybe things in my early childhood sphere that are creative. But I do want to give thanks to also God blessing me with people around me, collaborators, my team that I work with. I think, Christian or not, they are in my life, and when I can radiate their skills also, or to showcase the team effort, I guess that's something that I really appreciate, and that's something that has allowed me to continue to creatively build on whatever I have right now.
My hope and dreams for the next few years would be to create more Christian content. I kind of took a short break from doing commercial works and movies. So currently I'm working in a Christian organization where we produce and publish lots of Christian videos.
I think there comes a lot of pressure with this question, especially because I no longer have big goals and big explicit objectives that I want to meet. Because way back when I had big goals, like, I want to reach a certain number of following, I want to create this number of content, I want my video to reach this number of people, it begins to become very extrinsically motivated. And when I sought after those extrinsic rewards, I was very drained. So right now, my take on the future is that I will continue to be a servant of Christ. I will continue to remember my why, the purpose why I am in media, the purpose of why I am doing things for early childhood education, and that will be what fuels me, along with God's strength.
Currently, I don't see myself going back in the industry at the moment. I feel like in this season, I'm quite sure I'm caught for this where I am, to mentor and to really disciple next generation of Christian filmmakers. Whether I go back on commercial sets and movie sets, that's a question I will have to ask myself and ask God actually, whether the season is right. But if that doesn't happen, I think it's fine. I think I will just use whatever I have and continue just mentoring the next generation for now.
As we conclude this journey, we are reminded that faith and art are intertwined threads in the tapestry of human experience. To our Christian creatives, your craft is a sacred calling. Continue to steward your talents to share your message to the world. And to those from different faith backgrounds, we invite you to engage with the beauty and complexity of Christian art. May this documentary inspire conversations and reveal the transformative power of faith and art.